Hello, midlifers. It's Maria Allyn, your midlife fulfillment coach, and I'm coming to you today to strengthen your midlife moxie. And of course, that is strengthening the ability to have courage to go for it. And that is really what makes you succeed in midlife, is developing that moxie. And I'm looking for my glasses here. There you go. And I wanted to just take a minute and to send my prayers out to all the victims who have been devastated by the hurricanes that are just traveling around the world. And I know here on the East Coast, we've had days and days of just heavy rain pour and heavy winds. And, I can imagine how scary that might be to get to a hurricane level, and also the tragedy of losing, everything or anything in an event like this. So my heart goes out to you. My prayers go out to you. So I wanted to talk to you today about something that might be a little different. I want to talk to you about why you should hire me as your midlife fulfillment coach. So I think that it would be a very wise choice because I'm good at what I do, and I wanted to spell it out exactly the benefits of working with me. Now, number one, I'm able to give you options and insights that you just can't come to on your own. I mean, when you're in the middle of that tornado of anxiety and indecision, and you're just stuck, you don't see solutions. You don't see options. And so working with me allows me to help you come to that point where you start seeing possibilities. Working with me would be great because I've been there. So anybody that knows my story knows that I suffered for years and years in deep depression, desperation, and years where I just did not feel that I had any purpose or any passion. And I felt that I had a wasted life. And having that mindset made for default days where I just went through the motions, where I wore the mask and I performed in the roles that I thought that I had to perform, and being miserable the whole time. And my reward for those years of desperation was being able to go to sleep and just being numb in sleep and being able to erase it for those hours. And I get it. I know what it's like to feel that feeling of desperation. And I also know what it's like to come out the other side, where you're on your path and where you're experiencing your zest for life and where you are truly making your own decisions based on what lights you up and based on the fact that you matter and that you're a priority and that your life means something. Also, I'm trained. I've got credentials. So after I started coming out and venturing out and letting myself experience life and realizing that I really did have to save myself to get on the other side, I decided to go back to school. I decided that coaching was what I wanted to do. And I went back and got my master's in organizational psychology and leadership. And that is the art of teaching adults how to learn new ways. And I thought it was the perfect master's to be able to work with my clients in a way that led them in a direction that was structured but also loving and creative. And I think that master's enabled me to do so. So it's my gift. After all of these years, after all of the clients that I've had, after all of the experiences and the transformations that I've been lucky enough to be part of, I know that coaching is my gift. It's what I was here for. I was here to help midlife women out of that desperation and to put them on the path where they will leave their mark on this world and do it in their way. It's my gift. So Also, I'm firm, but I'm loving. I understand how hard change is, and I understand that the fear for change will have excuses that come up and doubts and all sorts of things. But I will lovingly guide you. But I won't let you rest on those excuses. I will hold firm to make sure that you become the best that you can be. I'll also tell you the truth as I see it. I won't lie, I won't sugarcoat, and I won't say anything just because you want to hear it. What I tell you comes from my training, comes from my intuition, and comes from me seeing and recognize the vision you have for yourself. And it's guiding you along that path. Also, and this is so important, I can have faith for you when you can't have it for yourself. Sometimes it's hard to take that step when you really don't believe that you're going to be okay taking that step. And I hold that faith for you until you're able to hold it for yourself. So, another reason is that I also have a coach. I practice what I preach. I know the importance of working with somebody to strengthen my skills, to focus on my desires, and to keep me going straight along that road towards my passion and purpose. And having a coach keeps me in line. And it also allows me to be authentic and not apologize for it. It reminds me not to apologize or feel guilty for being who I am. So, along with that, I'll hold you accountable. So any sort of action steps that we may come up with together that you may want to do, I'll hold you accountable to taking those action steps and making things happen and taking progress in your own life. So a lot of people resist coaching. I think the number one reason, well, I think there's two reasons. Number one is that they think that they can do it on themselves. And I always say that if you can do it on yourselves, by yourself, you would not be in midlife suffering. You can't do it by yourself. You're stuck. You need a coach. You need somebody to get you out of that pit and to guide you, help you see the spectacular person inside of you, even when you can't, and to start you on that journey to where you want to go. The second reason is that people don't invest in themselves. They don't think that their lives matter enough to invest in themselves. And having a coach is an investment, but it's one that tells the world, and it's one that puts the stamp on yourself that you're worth it, that your life matters, that your time matters, that your energy matters, and you don't want it to be wasted another day going on that treadmill being stuck. So there's a lot of benefits to working with me. I mean, I think it guides you towards success the way that you view success. I think in the long run it saves you time, stress, yep, and even money. In the long run it will save you that. So I ask you, midlifers, if you're not ready to make yourself a priority, when will you be? I think it's time to get to stepping and be on your way and become the spectacular person that you were put here to be. All right, midlifers, take care. I'll talk to you again next Wednesday. Bye-bye.